Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Marcus Mariota's Titans going up against Rodgers' Packers.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, second down. Rodgers to throw on second down. Going up top. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
319!
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Rodgers going to throw. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Well, a design run for their wideout. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. On the counter, it's Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
Cobb in motion right. The play clock's running down. That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hey, 50.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
58.
Now a first down carry by Jones. The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big run there by Jones. 43 yards. Now Jones. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Rodgers. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Derek Morgan able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here is Montgomery on 3rd and goal. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
You go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999 where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. Mariota on the delay to Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play certainly felt like what I call a tendency breaker. 1st and 10, they dial up a draw play. That's not a normal situation, but give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and really finished off the play.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the... Second down, Mariota. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run with.
They keep it with Henry on first down. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Mariota now on second down. Rolling to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Derrick Henry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Third and goal, Mariota. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. But before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Rodgers. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. It's a gain of 15 that time. And the Packers are going to have a 1st down. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer 1st. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Cobb goes in motion left. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Henry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, and partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
After the penalty, it's Henry. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw Mariota. And Davis with it left side. A gain of 39 that time.
Oftentimes, guys who do a really nice job on the wide receiver screen plays are really good punt returners. It's the same skill. Make the first guy miss and then pick up your blocking and get downfield. Nice gain on that play.
He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now a second down throw for Mariota. They set up the screen for Henry. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On first down, Murray. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now here's Suck about to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
In motion left is Cobb. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A give to Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. The Titans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On second down, here's Henry. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Third down, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And that will extend their lead even further. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the fourth.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, so they held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll go again to Jones. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Eluding the pressure right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Davis has it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Mariota on 1st down. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree, getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Nick Perry with a pick. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Now it's Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Rodgers now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Mariota here to throw. Smith catches left side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Mariota to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Mariota gives to Henry. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 33 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And the lead is now 24. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also...
Oh, wide open, complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, 37 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Brian Orakpo. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Now the Packers get set to go. So despite the huge deficit, They're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Uncorks one for Davis. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Kevin King with a pick. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
319.
On first down, Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Tight end right. What's tight? Tight end right. 319. I'm right. 3 down. 3 down. What's the edge? Over. Go.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on Ringo. Tight end's on Ringo. Down. 319. Come out. Safe. Get reset. Hey.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Throwing is Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home.